Hello, Star Wars Galaxy of Hero players and HK-47. Today I'm going to be talking about some good news and some not so good news. And the first off is we got the trailer for the Darth Revan. When they left after the Clone Wars ended, or the Mandalorian Wars ended, they were Jedi. When they returned, they were something else. Cartho nasty. Turn down a little bit. Alright. There's some interesting things I have about this trailer I'm going to talk about really quick. Ooh. Bendix Starkiller.
Statement. This should be fun.
Yes. Oh yeah. Obviously I do not own any of this, but this is cool.
Observation. Now that is the master I remember.
Awesome. Okay, I'm gonna skip to some scenes. So first off, we do see Bendix Starkiller. So if you do the dark side on KOTOR 1, there's an option to go into a death match in these little battle arena things, and because they're set up to not have a death match, and dark side allows you to do death match. Sometimes I like to do dark side just to get the battle with this guy. But yeah, Bendix Starkiller, crazy strong Mandalorian warrior. So this is cool. I like this. Oh, yeah, there you go. No. Oh well. So we see Darth HK. Let's see. You face, I think that's a Junta Paul. We do see some of the droids, and I have talked about these droids being possibility to come into Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. So I'll leave a link in the description below. I'm going to try to get, I'm still slowly trying to get set up to work on setting my videos into playlists from like what KOTOR can bring to SWGOH and stuff like that. And I did a video on the droids, so hopefully, you know, these type of droids can come to Galaxy of Heroes eventually. I don't think, because we have already been confirmed that Fallen Bastila, Canderous, Karth, Juhani, and oh no, I went blank. Canderous, Ordo, Karth, Onasi, Fallen Bastila, Juhani, and HK-47 are going to be used for Darth Revan, but I think this is just for certain missions where you're Darth Revan by yourself. Because here's a scene where it's Juhani. So that's kind of cool. I like it. And then I like this ending scene here. Ha 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 ha. Yeah. Check that out. Alright. So I do want to say, you know, if you want to read more, I will obviously have this in the link in the description below. But one of the things I wanted to talk about was the upcoming character changes. So I'm going to read through this, and I'm going to talk about each character as I go through. There's 3 characters, HK, Bastila, Finn on their reworks. So I want to clarify a few things with the rework of HK and the changes coming to Fallen Bastila Shan. In the case of HK, he will receive a rework in order to synergize with Darth Revan. But his current leader ability is very powerful, and left as is, could create some game-breaking teams with just a little synergy. This is primarily due to how early in the game's life cycle his kit was developed, and didn't account for all the fun and weird mechanics that we would go on and add to the game. Currently, his leader ability limits the space we have to design new characters or improve existing ones that would synergize with HK-47. That leaves us with 2 choices. Leave him as is and build characters that wouldn't interact with HK, which would leave an awesome fan favorite to languish for eternity. Or rework his current leader ability alongside the rest of his kit. We think number 2 is the best option, and the changes to his abilities are significant enough that we will be resetting and returning all ability materials that were used on HK's leadership. When it comes to reworks, generally we want to improve older characters and revitalize usefulness, but it's not as simple improving a few stats. Often we have to rethink how this character fits into the game that has changed significantly. In most cases, we believe we have succeeded in making these improvements, i.e. Emperor Palpatine Vader. So when in our judgment we weren't able to improve or have a change to the core identity of the character with a rework, our intention is to offer some kind of make good. Okay, that sentence sounds weird, but I'm not an English major. This may come in the form of a Zeta refund, old DACA, or an ability refund, which would be HK-47 style, or something entirely different. We try to communicate these intentions at the time of the rework announcement so you can plan accordingly. So it sounds like they're going to be definitely doing number 2, was reworking the character and getting rid of his current leadership, which that means we're going to be losing his turn meter gain, which is really, really disappointing to a lot of fans, or a lot of players for sure. I really do not like the fact they're going to get rid of this. Critical chance and 50% turn meter on a critical hit. Yes, they could theoretically go 40%, but so I don't know. And they could add always more. Like, honestly, okay, I'm okay with them refunding because I feel like his leadership should be a Zeta. I feel like he should also get a second special ability, something to synergize with target lock. Maybe in his leadership have something based on target lock as well. But the turn meter really helped, HK give droids something they deserved. And I know they want to synergize with other characters, but they can synergize that way with uniques, or say he uses this ability and Revan's calls to assist, or like Revan does an ability and HK-47 is called to assist. Obviously, yes, I do want to see these improved. I will admit, Meatbag Mayhem. I have to admit though, I know I said in one of the previous videos I had done talking about HK, predictions and stuff, they totally changed it, and I'm kind of disappointed. And I have talked a lot about that, so I'm not going to talk too much more about HK-47, but I'm kind of disappointed that their leadership's going to change a bit. But I hope it is better, but I know for a fact it's not going to be metagame changing, which I'm also disappointed about. I know, yes, that adds into another KOTOR, older public character being a leader, but honestly, we need some droid love. We also need some other factions that need to make it into the game, of course, but we still need some droid aspect, or droid-esque love to make droids viable in Arena. And that's why I was hoping HK-47 to be that. Moving on, though, from that terrible disappointment. Well, it looks like he actually, okay, add some more stuff. So, the changes to Bastila Fallen are fairly minor in comparison to HK, but we also intend to improve her synergy with Darth Revan. Bastila will have a new unique, and we are adding the new Fear debuff to one of her special abilities. These minor changes were made to align her with Darth Revan's release, so they don't actually constitute a rework in the traditional sense, but rather highlight the bond between these two characters by introducing more synergies. Okay, I like that. I was always curious about what they're going to do with this. But who knows? So it sounds like they're going to be adding a new... Wait, did I read that right? A new Fear debuff to one of her... Okay, so... Well, that's HK. So this ability right here is going to have a brand new debuff to it as well. Okay, that's cool. And there are going to be some more synergies probably with the Zeta, but probably not too much. So don't expect the whole kit to be brand new. I actually like this, that they probably had intentions to keeping her as is, as a standalone until to an extent standalone until we got Darth Revan, unless they were going to add Darth Malak first and then Darth Revan. But then again, if you think about it, Bastila Shan Fallen stayed with Revan, whereas Darth Malak also, some people don't remember, he had Darth Bandon, another apprentice, one of the enemies you take on one of the planets after you face Calo Nord. So yeah, That's kind of interesting though. So we'll have to see what her kit becomes. Hopefully there's still some synergies with the leadership and it improves with that as well. So the Traya teams that are still trying to, like me, the Traya teams, I can slot her in instead of the Chewbacca and actually get some better synergy with her. But we'll have to see how that works out. And then finally, we can't talk about reworks without not mentioning what happens with Zeta Finn. We are still investigating the rework of Zeta Finn's leader, ability to prevent infinite loops. We had shared a possible solution previously, but while the changes discussed prevent infinite loops in Phase 3, in further testing we realized we inadvertently added a new trivializing loop in Phase 1, so we're taking another pass to resolving this interaction. We apologize that this fix is taking longer than expected, but we hope to have an update that we can share soon. Also, to mention the compensation specifically for Zeta Finn, because we found additional issues. We will evaluate his refund status once we know how we intend to fix him. In short, it's not off the table, but we will decide once we know the scope of the changes. So Zeta Finn, whenever they do, they'll get his rework. They'll get his rework set up to us. However, I feel like anything that doesn't affect the rework or affect these infinite loops should be already reworked. Like, for example, the Hold the Line, where it gives the buffs of healing and stuff like that. I feel like they can add that in. I feel like the resistance allies gain 60 offense, defense, and potency. Just add that, and then after that, leave it alone until you can get some more. But at least it gives me a chance to use Zeta Finn, even though it's not for his leadership, for a JTR team in Phase 1 of the raid, so that I can heal up my team from Nihilus's ignoring protection annoyance. So, but that's just my thoughts on that. And yeah, it's interesting that they actually stopped the infinite loop in Phase 3, but then accidentally made a Phase 1 loop. So I'm like, okay, I wouldn't mind the Phase 1 loop because everything's a lot, like Phase 2 is like way overdone. There's so many teams that just damage that take on Darth Sion. I feel like the phases that really need some extra boost is Phase 1, Phase 3, and Phase 4, in my opinion. There are some great teams that work, and if you have the right RNG, you know, there are those chances of having Night Sisters here and there solo if you play the RNG game right. But other than that, yeah, hopefully we see more. We'll see these changes soon. But the one thing I'm kind of disappointed for is this. It's still like, I know it was talked about in the previous post that HK's not going to be a truly meta-defining character, and I'm kind of disappointed with that because we need more diversity. I am sick and tired of facing JTR teams, or not JTR, JKR teams, Jedi Knight Revan teams. Revan teams are just so annoying, especially Yoda. Like, if you, like, kicked Yoda off, I'd be a little more likely to fight, because Yoda's one of the reasons why Jedi Knight Revan does so well in Arena. Just like a soft ban where Yoda is fine under a Bastila-led team, but is not allowed to go anywhere near Jedi Knight Revan, at least in the main arena. Oh, it'd be so much better. I know some people will be like, really? I just got my Yoda this high, but I don't know. Or maybe there might be a nerf. I may actually do a video talking about Revan and maybe a possible light nerf, not like major, but something to make his kit, you know, less annoyingly powerful. And then but I could be wrong on all that. So other than that, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Do you like what's going to be happening probably in the next week or so? Do you not like it? You know, comment in the comments below. And please share this. I hope to try to see if some of my ideas can impact the developers. But CG, come on. Let's get the act in. Let's get your act together. And instead of the Arnold T's, you know, rework Grievous, rework the meta. Rework the meta. Let's get more diversity in the meta. But again, thanks for watching. I really appreciate all those that watch videos I make. And you guys have a wonderful day.